All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on what makes a visionary tick. We're going to uncover a shared pattern among some of history's most influential figures and give you a blueprint for your own growth. So, let's get into it.
Okay, so what do Jesus, Elon Musk, and Michael Jordan all have in common? I mean, it really sounds like the start of a joke, right? A spiritual leader, a tech billionaire, and a basketball legend? What could possibly tie them together? Well, the answer is actually pretty profound.
The answer is they all followed a shared blueprint, a set of powerful, and this is the important part, learnable traits that fueled their incredible achievements. And in this explainer, we're going to break that blueprint down piece by piece.
So, let's start with the absolute foundation, the core traits that everything else is built on. First up, and you could argue this is the most important one, is having an unwavering vision and purpose. And this isn't just, setting some goals. This is about defining your personal North Star, that one single guiding mission that directs every single thing you do. And just look at the sheer scale of these visions. It's kind of mind-blowing when you think about it. Einstein was literally reimagining the fabric of the universe. Mandela held onto a vision of a free South Africa for 27 years in a prison cell. Zuckerberg's vision was to connect all of humanity. And Jesus, he never lost that laser focus on his mission, no matter what. That's the power of a North Star.
All right, trait number 2. This is what separates the people who just dream from the people who actually do. A relentless work ethic. And we're not just talking about working hard. We're talking about a level of commitment that, honestly, most people would call insane.
I mean, really think about this. Michael Jordan wasn't just talented, he was famous for being the first guy in the gym and the last one to leave. Elon Musk routinely puts in 80 to 100-hour work weeks. And Malcolm X, he used his time in prison to completely transform himself through self-education. This is what total immersion looks like. And Jeff Bezos just nails it with this quote. The guy who built Amazon says it himself. If you want to make a real dent in the universe, a 40-hour week just ain't gonna cut it. But look, it's not just about grinding it out 24/7. It's about working smart. And that leads us perfectly into trait number 3, a radical curiosity and a hunger for continuous learning. It's this deep belief that you can always get better, what we call a growth mindset. I absolutely love this quote from the AI pioneer Andrew Ng. He doesn't say his talent is being a genius coder. No, he says his core talent is his ability to learn. That changes everything, right? It makes learning the most important skill you can have.
So you've got this foundation, right? Vision, work ethic, learning. And on top of that, you can build these other incredible traits, like the sheer courage of Mandela to survive those 27 years, the servant leadership of Jesus showing humility by washing his followers' feet, or the mind-bending innovation of Nikola Tesla, who could literally build and test inventions inside his own head.
Okay, but let's be real. Things always go wrong. So what happens then? That's where resilience comes in. You see, visionaries don't just put up with failure. They use it. They see it as a tool, as critical data for getting better. And check out this formula from investor Ray Dalio. It's so simple, but so powerful. Pain plus reflection equals progress. It's not just about going through the pain of failure. You have to reflect on it to learn the lesson. That's how you turn a setback into a setup for a comeback.
All right, so we've got the core traits down, but here's where things get really interesting for us, right here, right now. All those people we talked about, they did it with pretty basic tools. You have an ace up your sleeve, an unprecedented advantage. You have AI.
I mean, just look at the difference. Back then, they were stuck with libraries, maybe a few mentors. They had to rely on sheer grit. But you basically have a second brain in your pocket, an amplifier that can accelerate every single one of these traits.
And this is a perfect way to think about it. From the CEO of Perplexity, Arvind Srinivas, AI democratizes the edge billionaires have. It gives you the kind of power that used to be reserved for people with armies of researchers. So what does that actually mean for you? Well, AI can accelerate your learning so you can master a topic in months, not years. It can multiply your productivity by handling all the grunt work. It can even be your brainstorming partner to boost your creativity and help you make way better, data-driven decisions.
But look, having the best tool in the world doesn't mean a thing if your mindset's not right. And that brings us to the Think Rich blueprint, which comes from Napoleon Hill's classic book, and it lines up perfectly with the visionaries we've been talking about.
And when you look at these principles, you'll see they're the exact same ideas we've been talking about. A definite purpose,
That's your North Star. A burning desire and persistence? That's the relentless work ethic of Jordan and Musk. Specialized knowledge? That's all about continuous learning. These are timeless truths. The secret here, the real key, is this. Your thoughts control your mindset. And your mindset, well, that creates your reality. Simple as that. What you think about, you bring about. So, are your thoughts broadcasting scarcity and doubt, or are they broadcasting possibility and abundance?
Okay, time to bring it all home. We've talked traits, mindset, and the big AI advantage. Now let's turn this into a clear, 10-step action plan so you can go out and build something extraordinary. So here it is, your roadmap. Number 1, define that North Star. You got to know where you're going. 2, embrace a growth mindset. 3, work with real intensity. 4, leverage AI like it's your co-pilot. 5, build your tribe, your mastermind. 6, serve others. That's how you lead. 7, always stay curious. 8, accept failure as tuition. 9, take bold action. And finally, number 10, constantly monitor your own thoughts.
And if you're sitting there thinking, well, now's not the right time, just remember this. Einstein changed physics while working as a patent clerk. Mandela and Malcolm X found their true power while they were in prison. They didn't wait for perfect conditions. They created their own.
So, you've got the blueprint. You've got tools that visionaries of the past could only dream about. Your moment, your AI-powered serendipity moment, it starts today. So I'll just leave you with this. What are you going to build?